The first bell has rung for thousands of learners going back to school in Gauteng for the 2013 academic year. And Western Cape farmers in the Hex River Valley say they have employed private security personnel to help safeguard property and non-striking workers ahead of today's planned strike by seasonal farm workers. I'm Richard Brooks. The first bell has rung for thousands of learners going back to school in Gauteng for the 2013 academic year. Parents and their young ones, some eager to learn and others refusing to enter the school premises, are out in force to start the year. Inland provinces have been reported to be ready to kick off with the teaching and learning process. Abongile DeMarco has more.
School kids are now beginning to enter at the Batsogile Primary School in Soweto to kickstart this academic year. Here, things seem normal, with some parents hoping to get an opportunity to still register their kids. For the young ones, though, this is an experience they shall never forget, as 2013 is the first year of schooling. It remains to be seen what this new year has in store for these thousands of school kids in Gauteng. Abongile DeMarco, SABC News, Soweto.
Government officials are visiting schools around the country to ensure that the first day of school in inland provinces goes ahead smoothly. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga is joined by Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe at a primary school in Alexandra. Angela Bulawana reports.
Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga says workbooks have been delivered in all schools. The National Department distributes workbooks which are part of the new curriculum CAD. The Minister and the Deputy President, Kgalema Motlanthe, are visiting Pulusho Primary School in Alexandra. This is where the Deputy President went to school. 200 poor learners will also receive school uniforms. The first day of the school year for inland provinces starts with most schools having received delivery of learning materials, although there seems to be problems in Limpopo. Last year, thousands of learners in 4 grades did not have textbooks in that province. However, the problems that have been reported seem not to be at the same scale. And Zelabolon, SABC News, Alexandra.
Western Cape farmers in the Hex River Valley say they have employed private security personnel to help safeguard property and non-striking workers ahead of today's planned strike by seasonal farm workers. Last week, a coalition of farm worker unions announced that the mass action would resume after talks with government and organised agriculture to increase the minimum wage to 150 rand are said to have failed. Last year, 2 workers died and thousands of rands worth of damage was caused when the demonstrations in the province turned violent. Chair of the Hex River Table Grape Association, Michael Loebscher.
There is a private security company that's providing security on private property and to protect workers that want to work and to stop the intimidation that's taking place towards workers that want to carry on with their work.
The N2 at Grabouw in the Boland has been reopened following temporary closure. Provincial Traffic Chief Kenny Africa says protesting farm workers have gathered on the side of the road and authorities had closed the road as a precaution.
There was some unrest next to the road and we had to close down the road for traffic just for the safety of the motorists. The road is reopened and everything is under control.
3 rhino have already been killed in the Kruger National Park this year. SANParks says the animals were lost in 2 separate incidents. Spokesperson Ike Patla says 2 white rhino were shot dead in the Houtbush Rand section of the park, and 1 animal was killed in the Lower Sabi. At least 2 rhino have been poached in other reserves so far this year. Both were poached in the Madikwe Game Reserve in the northwest. More than 633 rhino were killed in 2012.